Happy Thursday, folks. My name is Adrian with Project Ramos, and today we're going to be unboxing a few items here. We're going to get started with a wireless charger. We unboxed a similar one to this not too long ago. This one is slightly different, and I'll explain once we get into unboxing this. We're also going to be unboxing a kid's tablet, and we're going to be unboxing some keyboards for the 12.9 iPad Pro. So I've got two of them here. I want to compare them not on this live stream, but I am going to be comparing these to the one that the keyboard that Apple makes, the Magic Keyboard. And then we're also going to be unboxing this portable monitor. So we're going to do that here tonight. And as always, these are just, we're going to be unboxing and getting our first impressions of these products. And then I will be providing full reviews on all of these products on my Amazon page. So throughout the stream, I'm going to be reminding you to follow my Amazon page. So I may sound like a broken record for some of you that are going to be joining me throughout the broadcast here. However, as new viewers tune in, then it's going to be a reminder for them to go ahead and follow the page. So I'm just going to get my chat room here set up, and so just give me a second here and we will be ready to go. So it looks like we are live. Everything's looking good. All right, folks, and if you are watching, let me know in the chat room. That way I can say hi to you. I always like to know who is tuned in. And also, if you have any questions on any of the products we're going to be unboxing here today, also drop those questions in the chat room. On previous lives, I was multicasting over on Facebook and YouTube. I'm not going to be doing that anymore. We're going to be exclusively now on Amazon. So hopefully all the folks from YouTube and Facebook have followed my page because this is where the best experience is, being that you're going to be able to shop all the products that we're going to be unboxing here today. And if you are watching the recorded version of this broadcast, either on YouTube or Facebook or even on Amazon, actually YouTube and Facebook, I'm going to add the link over to the Amazon broadcast so we can shop all of the products that you're looking at here today. But if you do want to tune in while I am live, definitely follow my Amazon page. And if you have the Amazon app installed on your phone, you'll get notified when I do go live. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to our overhead cam. And let me zoom in a little bit. So this guy right here, let me go ahead and highlight this in the carousel. So as I mentioned, this is a wireless charger for iOS devices. So on one pad, you're going to be able to charge your phone if it supports wireless charging, which I believe that started, I don't know if that started with the 10, but definitely the 11, 12, and 13. And then in the middle here, you're going to be able to charge your Apple Watch. And on this pad, you'll be able to charge your Apple AirPods or AirPods Pro. If the regular Apple AirPods, if you have the wireless charging case, and then the AirPods Pro do have wireless charging case, so you're going to be able to charge it with the second pad there. And this thing folds over. So let's go ahead and get this guy unboxed so we can take a look at it. Now, the one I had brought in previously was, the color was white. This one I picked black, and it's slightly different, and I'll explain as we get into this. All right, so here we get the user's manual. And we get the cable that's going to go to the charging brick, USB Type-C to USB Type-C. And that is it. So this one does not come with a charging brick, so you're going to have to use, if you have your, your Apple wire or charging brick, you're going to have to use that. So here's a unit. What's cool about it is that it does fold over. So as a travel charger, this is a really cool charger to have. And then also, if you're going to have this on your bedside, very cool to have. The feel of it is like a rubber more like a silicone type of feel. It's real smooth. So you get the two charging pads here, and then the one for the phone. Now, the one that I had brought in previously, what's different is that where you place your phone, this section right here stays flat just like that. And what's different about this one pops up. So what you're going to be able to do with that, if you do own an Apple Watch, what that means is that if you put your Apple Watch sideways while it's charging, it puts it in what it's called nightstand mode. So it kind of turns on the clock, which is pretty cool. So that's why I wanted to bring this one in, because I think I like this design a little better. I'm going to go ahead and take my watch off here, and you can see right there how it just, it'll hold your watch in that orientation there. As a matter of fact, I have a port that we can plug this into so we can test this out real quick. Again, if you guys have any questions in the chat room, let me know, and we'll talk about any of these products we're going to be unboxing here today. And you can also take a look in the carousel to see what I'm going to be unboxing here tonight. We're starting off with this wireless charger. All right, so I got it plugged in, and you can immediately see that the two LED lights turn on, and they're red right now. And let's see. Let's go ahead and throw my watch over this, and it immediately starts charging. And as I mentioned, when you put your watch sideways, it goes into what's called nightstand mode. So it's going to show you the time, the date, and if you have any alarms set. So hopefully it doesn't shut off on me. Well, yeah, I got it. Okay, you can kind of see it there. So you can see how the time is showing, the date, and also have an alarm set as well. So when you have it sideways like this, it's very cool to have it in nightstand mode like that. And then I'm going to take my phone, and I'm just going to drop it over one of the pads here, and it immediately starts charging. And then you can see that this LED light illuminates blue. So it lets you know that this pad is now charging. This one is red. There's nothing on it. Matter of fact, I have my AirPods here. So let's go ahead and drop those on top. And it immediately starts charging. So now this LED light turns blue. So now we've got everything charging. My watch is charging, my AirPods are charging, and my phone is charging all at the same time. Very cool little item to have here, especially as a travel charger, because you're going to be able to charge 3 devices at the same time. So you're going to be able to eliminate essentially 2 chargers. So all you got to do is just bring this one, and you can charge your phone, you can charge your AirPods and your watch. And once you're done with it and you need to store it away, this is simple. You just flap that over, and now you can throw this in your backpack or bag or luggage or wherever. That's it. You're good to go. And then obviously you got to carry your charging cable and the charging brick. Very cool little product here. Works as intended, and I really do like the fact that you can put your Apple Watch in nightstand mode there. Very cool. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next product. And again, if you have any questions on any of these items that we're going to be unboxing here tonight, let me know in the chat room. And then also, if you can let me know in the chat room that you're watching, that way I can say hi to you. And then also, I'm going to be reminding everybody as we go along on this broadcast here to follow my Amazon page. That way you get notified when I do go live with any more unboxings here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the next product here. This is a kid's tablet. It's running Android. It's not one of the name brand ones, but I wanted to bring this in, first of all, to check it out to see how it works. On the Amazon product page, it shows that it's preloaded with a bunch of kids' apps already loaded on here. I do have a granddaughter that she's a year old. She's about to be 2 in April. But, I wanted to bring this in to give this to her and see how well these tablets are set up for toddlers. And definitely this one is set up let me back out the camera just a little here. This one is set up to be rugged. So at least that's the way it looks like in the photos. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what we get here. I see some folks logged in. Thank you guys for joining. Don't be shy, say hi. All right, let's open this guy up. And as I mentioned, I have a granddaughter, so I picked purple. All right. So in the box, let's see what we get here. So we've got a charging cable. Well, actually, this looks to be like an extension cable, USB Type A, female to a USB Type C. That's interesting. I got to see what that's about. And this cable here is the charging cable, USB Type A to USB Type C. So I guess if you want to convert it to USB Type C to USB Type C, that's where you use this this cable here. Now it's USB Type C to USB Type C. Now it makes sense why they included that. This looks like it's a screen protector for the tablet. And then, of course, we get the instruction manual here. Here's the tablet. And the case around it is a rubber / silicone type case. It has this real cool little carrying handle here. What I liked about this one is that it has a camera on the front, camera on the back. Not sure if I'm going to be able to install any apps to be able to do, well, it's not going to be FaceTime, but maybe like, I forget what Google calls it, or Android. I think it's Duo, one of those, video apps. It does have a kickstand here. I'm not sure how this pops out, but there's supposed to be this is a kickstand here to hold the iPad up like this so you can watch the content. And then looks like there's an SD card slot here, so you can expand the memory on it. There looks like there's a little speaker back here. Up on top is a USB Type-C port. We get a power button here. And let's see, that is it. Let's see if there's some power on this. Okay, so there we go. So you can see it's powered by Android. As I mentioned, this is running the Android operating system on it. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room, and we'll try our best to answer those. I'm really hoping I can install an app to be able to video call my granddaughter. That way, kind of teach her how to, call us whenever she wants. Okay, this thing's taking a while to boot up here, and while it's booting up, I see some folks logged in. Thank you guys for joining in. I'd like to remind everybody, follow the Amazon page. That way you get notified when we go live. All right, so here we go. It just booted up. And I'm more interested in to see what's pre-installed on this. So it is running the Android operating system. And so it looks like there's YouTube, Chrome, the little camera app there, calendar there. And let's see what's here. Bunch of Google apps, Google Drive. Oh, it does have Duo. So we're going to be able to use that app to video call my granddaughter, which is going to be very cool, which is really what I wanted here. All right, so here's all the apps. So it does have some kids apps. Looks like a drawing app. I'm not sure what this app is, but definitely looks like a kids app. And that is it. Everything else looks to be like Android default apps. So the cool thing is that we're going to be able to install some apps for my daughter, for my granddaughter, especially Netflix, because there's a bunch of kids shows that she loves to watch on Netflix. So she's going to be able to use this tablet and to be able to watch her favorite shows now. All right, so that is it here for this guy here. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. As I held down the power button, I get two buttons here. One says power off and one says restart. So we're just going to power off there. Now it shows that it's shutting down. Very cool. All right, I look forward to getting this set up for my granddaughter and see if we can get it going for her. All right. Now we're going to get into the iPad Pro accessories. Let's start with this one here. Is this the Banks? I want to make sure I grab the right one. Okay, I got the right one. Let me just double check. All right. So, let me zoom out a little bit here. The ones that are brought in is for the iPad 12.9 inch iPad Pro, because that's the iPad that I have. So it's the only way I'm going to be able to test this. But I think the seller of this keyboard here also makes it for other iPads too, so you can kind of get an idea. So the deal here is the Magic Keyboard for the iPad Pro is expensive. It's very expensive. This is a lot cheaper. So I wanted to bring it in to test it out. I do have the Magic Keyboard for mine. Matter of fact, let me grab that here. So this is Apple's Magic Keyboard, and I love this keyboard. It works very well, but it is expensive. And, you know, the iPad Pro as it is already expensive. And the accessories for it, like the Magic Keyboard, is expensive as well. This one is, I think, less than half the cost, but I want to see how good this one is. And part of the reason why I wanted to check this one out in particular, the manufacturer of this is Banks, and I recently reviewed a Banks iPad Pro stand that I'm using right now. It's this guy right here. And I love this stand. This thing works very well. It grabs onto my iPad very securely. I already have a review up on my Amazon page if you want to check that out. It's a really good stand if you do have an iPad 12.9 inch. So let's go ahead and get this guy unboxed, see what it looks like. I have the Apple Magic Keyboard here to kind of compare it against. Thank you guys for joining me here tonight. I've got so many things to unbox. Tonight we're just doing the ones that we have in the carousel right now. But, man, we've got a ton of stuff to unbox. I've got some more photography equipment coming in to unbox too. All right, so here is the keyboard. Let's see what we get in the box. So in the box is the instruction manual. Looks like there is a cable here, so it looks like maybe this keyboard needs to be charged up. USB Type-C to USB Type-C. And that is it. All right. Let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. And here it is. Okay, so right off the top, it has like a neo, kind of like a silicone type of feel to it. Feels pretty good. And then it has this magnetic flap. So it looks like it does break into two pieces here. And this is just a filler board here. Here's the keyboard. Now, based on the fact that it came with a USB Type-C cable, means that this keyboard needs to be charged, so it has its own battery. And it has the charging port here, USB Type-C, and then an on and off button here, and the LED indicator light there. And that is it. And then you also get the trackpad there. So, so far so good. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to work on trying to get this off. Okay, so the way this one's going to work is the iPad's going to snap into this piece here. And once it is snapped, then looks like you're going to be able to... I'm not sure how the iPad would hold there. That's interesting. Okay. So these are first impressions, so you guys are learning right along with me here. Oh, I see. Okay, so looks like the back of this is supposed to have some kind of kickstand. Maybe there is. Okay, this is going to be one of those ones I am going to have to take a look at the instruction manual here. How does this work? Okay. You guys are learning right with me. Wow. I don't see how a kickstand comes out of this. This is very interesting. Huh. Okay, this has me baffled here. Now, Banks does make some really good products, so surprised that this is not a little more intuitive. Don't want to waste too much time here trying to figure this out, but this is so weird. This thing should not be too difficult to figure out here. Oh, there we go. I see. All right, so looks like this goes this way. That don't look right. Okay. Wow. This is very interesting. So what I'm finding kind of weird here is in the instruction manual shows that you can see here that the camera is on the top here and then the little kick out stand is at the bottom here. So if you hold it in that orientation, that means that it should be flapping out from down here, not up here. Huh. Okay, I'm going to have to take a look at that to see if I'm doing something wrong or if this is some kind of defect. So, as I mentioned, you guys get to learn right along with me, and I'm going to be providing full reviews on this stuff as soon as I am done checking this out. All right, this next one is a little more expensive, but still cheaper than the Magic Keyboard. And again, this one actually looks a lot closer to the Apple Magic Keyboard. So let's go ahead and get this guy opened up here. Hey, Nora. Thank you for joining the live stream. We're just taking a look at right now at a Apple iPad Pro keyboard. That's much cheaper than the one that Apple makes. So the first one that we just unboxed ran into an issue there. Doesn't look like it matches up to the way it's supposed to work. But hopefully I can get that figured out. All right, we got this guy here. Let's see what we get inside. All right, so this one just comes with the user manual. And let's take a look here. Okay, this one actually matches pretty closely to the Apple Magic Keyboard. So this is my Apple Magic Keyboard that I have for my iPad, and you can see how similar it is in color and actually in feel also very similar. So they did a good job there. This thing opens up identical to the Apple Magic Keyboard. Matter of fact, it looks damn near the same. So you can see how that just opened up like this. And here's the Apple Magic Keyboard. Same type of deal there. Very similar design there. Now the difference though is that the Apple Magic Keyboard uses these pogo pins here to be able to power up the keyboard and pair up the keyboard to the iPad. This one does not have those pogo pins, so this keyboard is going to have to be charged up and has to communicate via Bluetooth with the iPad. So I've got my iPad here, and let's see if it, yep, there it goes. It attached very easy, very similar to the Apple iPad keyboard. It's just a little bit wobbly, but not a big deal. Yeah, everything looks good. And I don't want to close this right now because I'm running a software that I need to be able to do this stream. And then as far as to turn it on, it looks like here on the side there is a power button, and it just turned on, and the Bluetooth is flashing there. So this is ready to pair. And again, I am using my iPad right now to run this stream, so I don't want to screw that up. So I'm going to leave that as is. So far, so good. This keyboard looks like it works as intended. Here on the side is a charging port, USB Type-C, and then here's the power button there. So it is a Bluetooth keyboard, a little bit thicker than the Apple one. Let me get the... So you can see here, this is the Apple keyboard. You can see how thin that is. And then this is the one that we just unboxed right now. So it's about, just a little bit thicker, but that's to be expected because this keyboard is Bluetooth. However, the look and feel of it is very similar to the Apple Magic Keyboard. This is a very nice one here. So we're going to test this one out, and then I'll upload my full review on my Amazon page. So I'd like to remind you to follow me on Amazon. That way you can check out the review once I am done with it. And then also when I do go live with these unboxings, you'll get notified in the app. All right. Now we're on to our last product for tonight. This is a portable monitor. Let me go ahead and highlight it in the carousel. And let me grab my knife. All right, so let's go ahead and check this monitor out. Now, portable monitors come in handy for a variety of reasons. One of the main reasons is if you do travel and you do need to extend your laptop's display to be able to maximize your workspace, portable monitor solves that issue. Another issue a portable monitor could solve is if you need to get a second monitor placed in an area on your desk, that's kind of like tucked away, like if you're doing live streaming like what I'm doing here. That's another good use case scenario for a portable monitor. Another use case scenario for a portable monitor is if you meet with clients and it's digital work and you need to show them something on your computer, rather than taking your laptop, flipping it over to them, showing them, and then flipping it back and doing that back and forth, you can use a portable monitor so they can view on the portable monitor as you're on your laptop. That way you're not flipping back and forth. These things just come in handy in so many different ways. So right off the top, we get a carrying case here. This looks like a neoprene type of case here. Sleeve, actually. And here's the monitor. But before we take a look at the monitor, let's see what else we get in the box. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the chat room. and we can discuss. All right, we get a warranty card. We do get a user's manual. Inside the box, we get, looks like a kickstand. We get a charging brick, USB Type A. Okay. And then we get some cables here. Several, actually. All right, so this one is going to be an HDMI cable, your standard HDMI cable. And then we're also going to get USB Type A to USB Type C. And then we're going to also get a USB Type C to USB Type C. All right. Now let's take a look at the monitor. I'm always paranoid to get fingerprints on these things. Okay, so here's the monitor. It is a 15.6-inch monitor. And, all right, so the case itself is aluminum. The bezels are pretty minimal here, which is very good. On this side of the monitor, let's see if we can get it on camera here. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, so we get an HDMI port there. Two USB Type-C charging or ports here. One's probably data and the other one's probably charging. And then we get a headphone jack there. All right, so zoom back out. On the flip side, looks like we get a USB Type-A port there. Looks like a power button there. Another function button there, probably for volume. On the bottom, there are some rubber feet here. In the back of the unit, let's see here. Nothing on the back, however, it does have this little kickstand here. That way, it'll hold it in that orientation. All right, so what's cool about these monitors is that if your monitor doesn't support power, or if your monitor, if you're not going to be able to connect this monitor via USB Type-C, if you have to hook it up through HDMI, then you're going to have to use the charging brick to be able to power this guy up. Nora, my contact. So if you follow my Amazon page, hit the follow button, and then you should be able to go to my shop page. Let me put the link in the chat room. The shop page is going to be the best place to find everything. So let me get the link for you here real quick. And there we go there. It's in the chat there. So you can find me there at that link. All right. So, yeah, you're going to need the charging brick if you're going to have to connect through HDMI. But if you can connect through USB Type-C, yes, I can give you my email address. Let me go ahead and drop that in here. Oh, it's not letting me send the email. Try to figure. Oh, you know what? Just go to my website, and I have all my links there as well. That's my website there. Okay. So if you can connect through HDMI, you're going to need the charging brick. But if you can connect through USB Type-C, typically, if your computer supports that, you're going to be able to power this monitor right off the USB Type-C cable because it carries power. So I do have my iPad here. Let's see if we can just get it fired up off the iPad. Let me find out which one. So it looks like the bottom connector is the data one. So I'm just going to plug this into my iPad, see if we can get a signal coming through. And immediately the screen turns on. And there you go there. It's mirroring my iPad, which is very cool. So you can see as I'm moving my screen here on my iPad, you can see it moving here on the screen. Now, we are getting these black bars because the iPads don't yet support full screen. However, that is coming with iPad OS 16. So I'm looking forward to that release. That should be coming out in a couple weeks, actually. All right. So as far as the brightness of the monitor, it's decent. You know, here's a monitor here, and then here's my iPad right next to it. You can see my iPad is brighter. However, my iPad, the iPad Pro, the 12.9 inch, is a very bright screen, so that's to be expected there. But I think we can bump up the brightness here. So let's go into the settings and see what we can do here. Trying to figure out how to navigate. And the resolution is HD, so 1920 by 1080. Okay. So I'm not able to change the brightness. I got to figure out what is going on with that. Looks like we get a few different settings here. HDR, maybe I got to turn off HDR. Sometimes, yeah. Oh. Okay, so that's what it is. For whatever reason, these monitors that support quote-unquote HDR, you have to turn off HDR to get it to give you the settings for the brightness. So the brightness, it's not bad. Not too bad. It's easy on the eyes. I think it looks better using HDR. So I'm going to go back and turn HDR back on. There you go. You can see it immediately got a lot brighter there. Yeah. So a lot better with HDR there. So very good monitor. It's working as intended. If you guys have any questions on any of the stuff that we've unboxed here tonight, let me know in the chat room. This is the last item we're going to be unboxing here today. So this is going to do it for me here tonight. I'm going to hang on for a little bit here. If you guys have any questions, that way we can talk about these products. Switch over to the overhead cam. All right, so once again, I have so many products to unbox here. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow. I'm probably going to be going live for the next few days because we just got a ton of stuff. I just got in some photography equipment that I need to unbox. I also have some microphone boom arms. This one in particular is the Blue Compass boom arm. And it's a very good boom arm, but it's also expensive. Not terribly expensive, but it's expensive. I brought in some other boom arms that are a little bit cheaper. They look like they're going to be very similar to this one, so I want to test those out. I also have a microphone coming in. I have a wireless microphone system also that I need to unbox. A tool that I need to unbox. Some batteries, and let's see here. Oh, also, as I mentioned, photography equipment. I've got some backdrops. So when I do product photography, I can use these backdrops that I brought in. In addition to that, I have a what's called a dolly. So you can put a tripod on this dolly that I brought in to move around. So a bunch of cool stuff. And then on top of that, I've got some more stuff coming in that hasn't arrived yet. But a ton of stuff we're going to be unboxing on this channel. So definitely follow me if electronics is your thing, if this is something that interests you, because that is something that I'm very passionate about. I consider myself a tech enthusiast. So definitely follow my channel. That way we can connect here on Amazon when I do go live. And if you guys don't have any questions, I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Thank you guys so much for joining me here this evening. I really appreciate your guys' time. And as I said, I'll be going live again tomorrow with some more products, very cool products. One of the things that I love to do is to not just bring in products that you typically see everywhere. I also like to bring in products that catch my attention for various reasons. Sometimes you do find products that, for instance, let me give you an example here. Let me grab it real quick. This is a charger that I unboxed about a week ago. What's cool about this thing is, just to give an example of the outside of the box thinking of items that I like to bring in. So, charger, nothing exciting about that. However, this one has everything you could ever possibly need. You can eliminate all of your chargers with this one device here. So it has a USB Type-C charging port. It has two USB Type-A charging ports. And then it's also a power bank. It has a wireless charging pad right here, right at the top. And as I said, it's a power bank, so you can use this on the go. And then what's cool about it is the AC is built right in, so you can just plug this right into your AC outlet and charge up the power bank. You can still charge your devices while the power bank is charging up. It does drop the voltage that goes to your devices if you're going to be charging at the same time, but you can still use it at the same time. And then here's another cool feature about it. You can pull this off, and then in this unit here, there's a USB Type-C charging port there. So now you can plug this into the wall, get a USB Type-C charging port out of this, charge a device off of that, and then you can still use this as a power bank and then charge all your devices using these USB ports there, plus the wireless charging pad. So these are the kind of products that I love to find and bring in and unbox here and check out and review, because this is a different take on your typical chargers. So if you're into those type of things, definitely follow my page. That way we can connect here on Amazon and, discuss these products. And all right. Yeah. No, thank you, Nora. Thank you for tuning in. Yes. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be going live about the same time, around 7 o'clock, 7:30 West Coast time. All right, folks, I think I am done here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys tomorrow.